What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Wager Zone Podcast, and we are back for a new week of UFC, guys. If you guys are here for the first time, click that thumbs up, like this video, subscribe to the page, turn those notifications on. Do not miss out on any of the videos I have coming out for you guys. We do MMA across all different types of event. We do all different types of sports, guys. We do UFC, PFL, Cage Warriors, LFA. We're going to other sports. We do soccer, MLB, NBA, NHL. We even give picks out for tennis, where we've been killing it on tennis. We're up about like 16 units on the month for tennis overall on our Patreon members. So guys, UFC Seattle, guys. Israel Adesanya taking on Joe Pyfer. Is Joe Pyfer going to rise up the ranks and prove that he should be in that top 5 echelon? Or is Israel Adesanya going to make his comeback after lost 2 fights in a row? Is he going to come back and show everybody he's still the style bender? If you guys want access to my official plays for this UFC event, LFA today, or even Cage Warriors or PFL coming up this weekend, make sure you guys go click that link down in the pinned comment of this video. Become a member at the Patreon page. You get access to all of my official picks. Where for the month of March alone, we are up about 12 units for UFC. Since the new year, we're up 25 to 26 units for UFC. UFC Prediction Tracker has us set as a top 5 predictor on YouTube for overall UFC picks. So go become a member at the Patreon page. Get access to all of my official plays going forward for this UFC event and start cashing out with us. Sorry, guys. Excuse me. Let's get right into this first fight of the night. Women's strawweight division, Alexia Tanera taking on Bruna Brazil. Alexia Tanera is my official pick, guys. I do believe she's going to win this fight. She's a giant favorite. She deserves it. I don't think Bruna Brazil wins this fight anywhere. If it's on the feet, I think Alexia can honestly keep up with Bruna Brazil in the striking. If she takes her down, she's going to dominate her overall with the grappling. Just with a lot of great top pressure, submission skills, very good wrestling all around. And she has the cardio, and she's proved to go all 3 rounds as well. I like Alexia Tanera a lot in this spot. I think she wins this fight. I don't think she finishes it. I think this fight goes to decision, but a lot of grinding out positions from her. So give me Alexia Tanera to win this fight via decision. Next fight, guys, Ricky Simone taking on Adrian Yanez. This one, guys, I'm actually going to be taking an underdog. I'm taking Adrian Yanez in this spot. Ricky Simone, I think he's a really good fighter, and he's going to have to wrestle in this spot because he's not going to be able to box with Adrian Yanez. Adrian Yanez has one of the probably a top 10 boxing in the UFC alone, but he needs to work on his takedown defense and he needs to work on defending leg kicks. And I believe at this point in his career, he's gotten a lot better at that. And Ricky Simone, one thing about him, he will get tired in the 3rd round. So in my opinion, I'm banking the 3rd round to be Adrian Yanez. I think that if this fight goes all 3 rounds, which I do believe it does, I think Adrian Yanez is for sure going to win that 3rd round because Ricky Simone will be tired by then. All we need is Adrian Yanez to win round 1 or round 2. If he wins round 1, we can book it. If he wins round 2, we can book it already for the win because in my opinion, Ricky Simone will gas out towards the end, and the late 3rd round knockout is on the board for Adrian Yanez. I think he's going to stop a lot of the takedowns, keep this fight standing up, and just outbox Ricky Simone for the most of the fight. So for this one, give me the underdog, give me Adrian Yanez, and I think he wins by decision. Next fight, guys, light heavyweight division, Navajo Sterling taking on Bruno Lopez. Navajo Sterling's a minus 650 favorite, and he deserves it, guys. He's going to beat Bruno Lopez everywhere. He can take down Bruno Lopez. He can just out-technical striker from the outside. He has the power to knock out Bruno Lopez. In my opinion, I do believe Navajo Sterling is better everywhere, completely all-around better mixed martial artist. So for this one, I'm taking Navajo Sterling. I'm very confident in him in this spot. I think he does it by knockout. I'm going to say in that 1st round. Next fight, guys, women's flyweight division, Casey O'Neill taking on Gabriela Fernandez. This one, I'm taking an underdog in this spot, and I do believe she's a slight favorite now. From the beginning of the week, she was a plus 110, plus 115. Now I believe she's actually the slight favorite at like a minus 112. But I'm taking Casey O'Neill. It seems like a lot of money's coming in on her, and I actually like that. A lot of people are agreeing with me in this spot. I just think her wrestling is going to be too much for Gabriela Fernandez. As this fight's on the feet, guys, I do believe Fernandez is the better striker, but Casey O'Neill is not no slouch on the feet. I do believe she'll be able to land some strikes on the feet. But overall, I think she's going to push Gabriela Fernandez back with a lot of pressure and end up shooting that double A, taking her down, grinding her out with a lot of takedowns. She has a great training camp overall with training with a whole bunch of good wrestlers. She is training her jiu-jitsu with Gigi Canuto, so she's getting better and better. I like Casey O'Neill in this spot, guys. I think she wins this fight. I think she does it by decision. Next fight, guys, heavyweight division, Marcin Tybura taking on Tyrell Fortune. This one, guys, I'm taking the underdog in this spot. I'm taking Marcin Tybura. Tyrell Fortune has fought a lot of Bellator fighters, and he's lost to a lot of fighters that are actually worse than Tybura. One thing about Tybura, he is like the perfect gatekeeper to the UFC. If you want to get into that top 10 or top 15, you have to go to Marcin Tybura because he's fought the best. He has beaten a lot of good fighters. He's lost to some good fighters. And overall, I do believe he's a better fighter here. I think Tyrell Fortune is going to try to explode and land something heavy, but I think Marcin Marcin Tybura does have a good enough chin to stop those shots coming forward. And if this fight gets into that second round, I do believe Tyrell Fortress is going to gas out towards the second. He doesn't have the best cardio. He kind of explodes and tries to throw everything. He has a good wrestling as well, but the one thing about Tybura has some good wrestling as well. So I do think this fight's going to mainly be on the feet. If it does end up on the floor, I think Tybura ends up on top. I'm going to say Tybura wins this fight. I'm going to say he wins it by decision. I think it's going to be a close one in that first round, but the second and third is going to end up going to Marcin Tybura. So for this one, give me Marcin Tybura, and I think he does it by decision. Next fight, lightweight division, guys. Chase Hooper taking on Lance Gibson Jr. Chase Hooper is coming off a knockout loss to Alexander Hernandez, where Chase Hooper was looking really good in that first round, and at the last 5 seconds, boom, he gets caught, gets knocked out, and they should have honestly just let the fight go to the second round, honestly, but they stopped it with 1 second left on the clock. I had Chase Hooper in that spot. I thought he was going to honestly win that fight, but he was looking really good standing up with Alexander Hernandez, and he just got caught. Things happen, but I do believe Chase Hooper was on his way to winning that fight. But then, and when you strip down to your underwear and fight man in the cage, random things happen. So I think Chase Hooper was probably going to win that fight, but he ended up losing. Now we're taking on Lance Gibson Jr., where Lance Gibson Jr. is one of these young prospects coming off a loss to Bobby Green. With I actually had Bobby Green in that spot. I thought Bobby Green was a very good play because Lance Gibson Jr. was not going to be able to take down Bobby Green, and he proved it. Lance Gibson Jr., he swings very heavy. He has hard hands, but the one thing about him, he likes to get this fight to the floor. And I do believe if he tries to get this fight to the floor with Chase Hooper, Hooper's going to end up on top. Hooper's going to end up submitting him, and I do believe that's what's going to happen. I think Chase Hooper's going to just try a technical strike with him all the way until Lance Gibson eventually shoots a takedown, and then he's going to get caught in a submission, and that's where Chase Hooper thrives. So for this one, give me Chase Hooper, and I think he does it by submission. Next fight, guys, lightweight division. Ignacio Bahamondes taking on Tafik Musayev. I think Ignacio Bahamondes wins this fight, guys. Personally, I think he's better everywhere. I think he has the cardio to go all 3 rounds with him. I think he's overall the better technical striking, and I do believe he has the better grappling. Tafik, he swings very heavy, and he does have hard hands, so Bahamondes does have to keep his chin down for this spot. But overall, I do think Bahamondes is going to land some strikes on the outside, keep that front kick to the body going over and over again to Tafik, and eventually get him down to the floor. Don't get his name mixed up, guys. Musayev is not a grappler. Musayev is a striker that tries to knock your head off. He doesn't have the best grappling. From what I've seen, when he gets taken down, he's like a fish out of water. He doesn't really know how to grapple that well. And I do believe that's where Bahamondes is going to take advantage with those long limbs and the jiu-jitsu he has. So give me Ignacio Bahamondes. I think he does it by knockout, but the submission is on the board as well. So give me Ignacio Bahamondes. I think he does it by knockout. Probably I'm going to say by ground and pound. Next fight, lightweight division, Terrence McKinney taking on Kyle Nelson. Guys, this fight's going to be over in 1 round. Terrence McKinney has had 28 fights. All of them had the under 1.5 has hit. So if you guys want a parlay piece, the under 1.5 might be a good spot for the parlay piece because I do think this fight's going to go hit the under. Terrence McKinney is a 5-minute fighter, and he knows it himself. He's going to come in here, and he's going to explode, try to knock out Kyle Nelson. Kyle Nelson's going to throw some heavy shots back, but I do believe Terrence McKinney is going to end up knocking out Kyle Nelson. Kyle Nelson historically doesn't have the best chin. He's getting up there in age, and he doesn't have the best athleticism to bob and weave as much as he used to. And I do think Terrence McKinney is just going to explode on him in those first 2 minutes, end up knocking out Kyle Nelson. So give me Terrence McKinney. I think he does it by knockout in that first round. Next fight, guys, middleweight division, Mansur Abdulmalik taking on Yusuri Bulgari. This one, guys, I went back and forth all week. I'm not going to lie. This is the fight I'd probably just pass on. I'm not going to have no money on it myself. I'm just going to pass and watch it as a fan, see what happens. But I'm taking Mansur Abdulmalik, guys. I'm not the biggest fan of Bulgari. I feel like a lot of hype is on him because he trains with Alex Pereira. But besides that, he is a decent kickboxer, but his takedown defense is kind of suspect when he fights against these athletic guys. And that's exactly what Abdulmalik is. He's a college wrestler that's very athletic, an athletic freak of nature, guys. As mentioned, Abdulmalik is so strong, and I do believe he's going to eventually get probably land one of those shots on top, an overhand right or something on Bulgari, push him up against the fence, shoot a double leg, and he's going to get Bulgari down. And I do believe that's where he's going to take advantage, and he's going to land some heavy ground and pound and end up putting Bulgari away by knockout via ground and pound. So give me Mansur Abdulmalik. I think he does it by TKO. I'm passing on this one though. I'm not confident in this pick at all. Next fight, guys, in the featherweight division, Julian Erosa taking on Liren Douglas. Guys, this one I'm taking Liren Douglas, guys. If you guys haven't watched this guy fight, this guy was beating guys in LFA. He's fought guys in the UFC that are in UFC now. There's a lot of his losses are to guys that are in the UFC now, or they're going to be in the UFC, and a lot of his wins are from guys that are in the UFC as well. So this guy has fought a lot of really good competition. So people are saying, oh, he hasn't fought the competition at UFC level. Yes, he has. He's been doing it all over LFA. He fights with Bloodline MMA, and I'm a big fan of Cub Swanson's training camp over there. I feel like they're doing a lot of great work over there. Julian Erosa has really good boxing, but historically he doesn't have the best chin. He kind of just works on his bobbing and weaving, his reflexes to get him out of situations. But he's getting up there in age where I don't believe he has the reflexes to end up dodging all the shots that are going to be coming from Leon Douglas. I think Douglas ends up knocking him out. He has heavy hands. He's overall the better striker. And I do believe he has good takedown defense if Erosa tries to take him down. So I'm going to take Douglas. I think Douglas does it by knockout. I'm going to say in that first round. Next fight, guys, welterweight division, Michael Chiesa for his retirement fight, fighting against Why Are You Here, Nico Price. This one, guys, I'm taking Chiesa, and I think he does it by submission. I think Chiesa has never got a knockout in his whole entire career, and if he gets a knockout, if he's going to get a knockout in his career, it's going to be against Nico Price that has no chin, and he's on his way out. He shouldn't even be in the UFC anymore. The only reason why he's fighting is because this guy has 8 kids, and he's trying to pay for all those 8 kids, which I have a lot of respect for. He's taking care of his family, but this is going to be a spot where Chiesa wins his retirement fight. I think Chiesa is going to be smart, maybe lands a couple shots on top, eventually shoot that takedown, get Nico Price down to the floor, and end up submitting him. I'm going to say Michael Chiesa by submission by rear naked choke. Next fight in women's flyweight division, Alexa Grasso taking on Macy Barber. This is another fight where I'm probably not going to bet this one as a side. I like the over 2.5 in this spot, but that's very juiced. But honestly, guys, if I had to make a pick, this was really hard for me. It's going to be Macy Barber. If you ask me what the value side on is, I'm probably going to say dog or pass on Alexa Grasso. But I think Macy Barber wins this fight. I think this fight has split decision written all over it. I think this fight's mainly going to be on the feet. Alexa's going to land more of the volume shots, more jabs down the middle, and maybe more kicks to the leg. But I do believe Macy Barber, when she gets in those clinch positions and lands some shots, she's going to be landing hard elbows, hard body shots. The harder shots are going to be coming from Macy Barber. I do believe it's going to be a very close fight. I think it's going to be a split decision, but I'm leaning towards Macy Barber because I think she's going to be the one doing more damage. So give me Macy Barber by decision. All right, guys, now the main event, middleweight division, a fight that I've been waiting for a long time. Israel Adesanya taking on Joe Pyfer. This one, guys, I think it's going to be a very good fight. Pyfer, he's going to try to land something heavy on Izzy. He's going to try to take down Izzy and try to expose Izzy's ground game. And Israel Adesanya, in my opinion, is going to try to keep the fight standing up, point fight from the outside, land some strikes, and probably try to get to those later rounds because that's when Joe Pyfer would get tired. And my official pick, guys, is I am taking Israel Adesanya. I think Adesanya is going to stop those takedowns. I think he's going to land some strikes, moving around the ring, point fighting, landing some jabs, kicks to the legs, kick to the body, and being very good technical overall striking for this matchup. Joe Pyfer, if this fight gets past the 3rd round, Joe Pyfer will gas out, in my opinion. And I think the 4th or 5th round knockout is on the board for Adesanya, but I do believe he's going to win this fight by decision. I got Israel Adesanya. One thing I just want to say, if you go look at that Dricus du Plessis fight, which I had a bet on du Plessis, and I told everybody how that fight was going to go. I was like, Israel Adesanya is going to be winning that fight until he gets caught, and then du Plessis will end up submitting him, and that's exactly what happened. Next fight, he was fighting Narsadine Imavov. I was wrong on that one. I thought Israel Adesanya was a better striker and he was going to end up winning that fight, which he won the first round pretty easily. Then he just gets caught in that 2nd round, which was out of nowhere. Sometimes you get caught. But overall, I don't think Israel Adesanya is washed. I do believe he's still a good fighter. I do believe he's going to come in here and expose Joe Pyfer. And I think he wins the fight by decision. So for the last pick of the day, main event, give me Israel Adesanya by decision. And alright, guys, that is it for today's video. Like I said in the beginning, click that thumbs up, like the video, subscribe to the page, turn those notifications on. Do not miss out on any of the content I have coming out for you guys. And also, if you guys want access to my official plays for this UFC event or any other MMA or any other sport, go click that link down in the pinned comment of this video. Become a member at the Patreon page. Get access to all of my official plays. And alright, guys, I'm out of here. Until next time, let's stay winning.